Yeah, I have for and they ukuada. Cinnamon sanka branda and the tire but and they ukuada. It's a crack crab with say your guests now why busy kakra. Depending the bedi jumedi, okay MPP abakosema abanya edi kan MPP abanya edi kan and perform reso na ne papa eka ho. Na ne papa edi abakosema di politics ni saa. It ya no. Ene the guest member of Parliament for Ablekuma North, Honorable Sheila Bartels. Honorable, Afishiapa.
I think one meeting
And you want to say,
you heard the vocal.
why ni Sheila Bartels?
You, Mamindi Kainchia, Woma, my story TV says here. What's happening? Oh, Medica Echia, Woma, my story TV, na, let me say, and Comedia Achaba. Study our kind, no. Name me the send in your pine, stay a biddy sound common. Your family Sheila Bartels. Na me ye Ghanaian. Ye tete me Ghana. The infant will be a castle couldn't cry, me cry Kwashiman. And when I'm near, when ye tete me. Na send our kind, no. The papa Kwamna Bartels, no, or ye the first MPP MP. Ewo Ablekuma North Constituency. I grew up in a political family. Na your family ne yeso. Mmofra ni nyina megidi say ye kan nea me papa ene me maame num efre won say won ma ye bedu 11.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Ye kan say ebi fi ha ye kan say enye ye fi say ye nyina ye eduanom. Na
11, oh, toss say.
me toso 3.
Oh, okay. And I send you anim.
Oh yes. Me wenim pa.
Oh, okay. Into the way we say Ganyo Biji Boja.
Oh yes, Ganyo Biji. Kwashima.
Oje kwashima. Oh, nye mama because we will be on Ofia Penkwan, ma Ofia Penkwan. Former member of Parliament for Council North.
Ah.
Yes. Into we say Ofi yeah, nye. And say wo faka, wo moka.
Oh. Ezi ade akra so. Enti baby aweko bi awefaka. But
we see a woman 11. Omboka o ma me man na o kan na bo yi bi mfam 11. Wo hye school ase we.
Me hye school ase e wo St Anthony's Preparatory. First na ye call main school e wo Mamprobi na sesi ade ye call sorry ye no because we no wo South Odoko electoral areas near Freho Otatin ho na mi wie St Anthony's nti mi fi ho no na me call Achimota school na Achimota no so me call ho from form 1 to form 5 then from there na me call Swedru secondary.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Secondary education. O dey hwe fiti ase school no problem wo aha no. Na wo ko school, o papa ye amanyoni ana sa na papa ye politician. O maame mu ye nipa dubaako. Na ona otoso miensa no, wo twe na aka na se na school ani fie asetena tese.
So na okay, me maame nso no a teacher, people teacher. Or chade JT e be chade wo Kwashima Anglican Basic Schools ha. Enti ye constituents bebre wo ho no ma wo kire wo mo ade. Especially the young men and the young women no bebre na ono tete wo mo. Na me papa no a lawyer. Enti the law practice ni mu ene me maame teaching ni mu emofra na ebusua bebre na ye me parents ye tete o mu e wo fie ni nti na mmiri bia na nipa wo fie pa na na meka ne say na ye because me dream my childhood ho meka say I grew up in a good environment. The kind of environment yɛnka sɛ woyɛ ɔbaa na woyɛ bɛrima nti wo adwuma wei na abɛyɛ anaasɛ sɛ adwuma ewu ntimi nyɛ sɛbi yɛhohoro cars yɛdi agorɔ a yɛforo trees yɛforo walls yɛpɛnti yɛyɛ nneɛma bebree nti yɛnteteyɛ no ɛma yɛhu sɛ ɔbaa etimi yɛ nneɛma bebree ɛnyɛ ne nyinaa deɛ ɛnyɛ nea mmarima tumi yɛ nyinaa na mmaa tumi yɛ ba dodoɔ naa deɛ megye di sɛ nea mmarima tumi yɛ na mmaa so tumi yɛ bi ma
obi a wo papa yɛ lawyer ni na mama yɛ teacher na wo horo car ɛyɛ bibi ebi iwi tue sɛ ne sikeni ba deɛ dadaba wɛde na horo car
ɔsi sikeni ba me mfa ne sɛ ne sikeni ba yɛmfa sɛ na efie nyɛ bɔne deɛ nanso me nka ne sɛ ne yɛ sikafoɔ na your parents omutumi hwɛ yɛ so yie aduane wɔ fie a yɛtumi didi yɛtumi kɔ school yɛtua yɛ fees once in a while yɛ pamo yɛ te sɛ mmɔfra bebree a ne yɛ pamo but yɛmfa sɛ it was an average home na ka hohoro deɛ sɛ ɛyɛ fie adwuma ɛyɛ fie adwuma just like cooking and cleaning ne ade nyinaa ɛyɛ adwuma ɛsɛ ɔbaa wɔ bɛrima wɔ ɛsɛ obi atimi yɛ nti ɛno deɛ ɛnyɛ sikeni anaasɛ ohie ne adwuma ɔyɛ
school nti na wobɛyɛ fie adwuma no maame nya time mo papa nya time lawyer ni onya time mo deɛ
no onya time ɔtɛ tu kwan but onya time me kaya abibia no na ɔtaa wɔ fie ɔne yɛ pie you know ɔkyerɛ adeɛ your homework ne adeɛ no boa
honorable member on my story so your tradition be a mpacho ma send a link in mpacho bit ma share link to other platforms you know WhatsApp I care for that fin wa dwen ya me ne honorable Sheila Bartels na one one honorable bit ma send a link into for the ma on call for no send comment
me say o send e nti na my
I fin ma send na I fin ma send live we nti no I fin wa dwen ya me ne honorable Sheila Bartels honorable Kwame Bartels ba Sheila Bartels na ade ba ko hu na menti ase say politician bia menim ni bia kita ni papa di maybe say ndi enti etisa me koye gift to man pofo ni papa di ni kunu di o yusu u bisia politician Zanato Rollins mi kwa ni share anything NDC current deputy organizer or so yusu ni papa di so politician di bia yusu o papa di do sa maybe say ndi na o use no waware na waware so liquid in say e be bisa no ntafe no adwene ya me ne member of parliament Ablekuma North Constituency and I make a member of parliament Ablekuma and 17th August the municipal chief executive Ablekuma North honorable Kofi Bella obi afa ne Bella chairman Bella and then birthday and then a 60th birthday in them happy birthday honorable MC for Ablekuma North honorable Kofi Fusu aka Ofori honorable Kofi Elder Victory Bible Elder honorable Kofi Ofori aka Bella ono so ye na asore bakura na usi containers ko obobubu wow obi chairman happy birthday nyame sha no nyokes no mo nyi nche 60 years plus you are looking young na omo de wa kuma so na ambra nti na gwa hye wi dia before nti se na wo kan lawyer ni ba ohoro ka teacher ni ba oroka politician ni ba oroka na maye baako du baako na otoso miensa oba de sanka akrokro ni ka ahoro de fa ho be
eye fie adwuma sani America no ye bibi a wo fie ase ye we do it and that was part of adwuma ni ye
na school abrabo te say samred ene se dia ye tete ye eti
me did say me kaya na my parents no of course so nyina are well educated inti na it was very important to them say nyina we got a good education and my father expected us to do our best he expected a lot from us say usua de wanya ade a obefie a asotra obeje de obeje na but then sometimes yenya teachers omoboa of course because of me my main so we were getting a lot of help and support for addition ade nti I believe say the right support systems no were there. Ebeboa ma yadesua akonani.
Community say you betia o na you say lawyer ni ba ntin friends anka.
On the contrary, me papa no chance to pa.
Hey,
Me papa o chance to tro. O chance to tro beka say you sojeni. Some of them no crampo no. Up till now, say when you are misbehaving, I will say, hey, I'm here, daddy, be
never.
Yes, he train up a child in the way he should go. And the thing is a psychological thing. Say, adia yatete you do over and over and over again, it sticks with you. Inti ebi wo honom kra sania your parents will react, no. No crampo no oni ho crampo a, it makes you behave a certain way because you know what your parents expect of you. Inti ni nyina ka, you know, ntiti no.
Atran kransa afero be jam hoko. Uko senior high. Tran kransa na uko school.
Yes.
Senior high uko
Me man ko senior high o.
Uko hin.
Me ko secondary school.
Secondary school.
Yes.
But I'll try that to be.
Me ko secondary school. There be man ko SSS. Me ko secondary school. Me ko wie yansa na senior secondary system ne start here. Achimota school.
And send your call boarding.
Me ko boarding.
Yes. At least for the first time, with your papa no mama, they will say one kind.
Yes. Yes.
Me
ko secondary school na me nya 11 years.
Hey.
Yes. And say me share me ba me last born nya 14 years, but me share when he was 11 I'm say hey because we were able to go. In as much as now I was always the youngest in my class. There was one guy who was actually 9, but yes, but 9 years. I mean, apart from that, my house near the I was always the youngest.
11 enough. 11 years
exactly.
Was secondary school.
Yes, yes. But there was a 9-year-old. And in fact, Osha, the secondary school system, no, those days, no. Now we were in school for 7 years. We were in boarding house for 7 years. Until from from 11. Now the average age of my colleagues was about 13. Until if I was there for 7 years, I just said me feel I was about 18 years. And I just said secondary school period, no, most of me teenage years, no. Me spend there. With that kind of environment, I think they did a very good job, if I can say so for them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 11 years they now go school there. Now, to na school to say unko we jama me papa wo fie na wo che baby a na dey ask there on na ma nko nam.
Say you are with people that are your age near there and they are seniors. Nti wo kwa usua at first because wo kwa
school for I will be
Achimota school. Oh my goodness. Wo first I friend Nino. And of course, omu orientations be just say the strength ma we ni ayedin ma we ni so ayeshi kakra nti wo ba in the beginning ni the ayedin unye fie duane sane ete time bia wudi gari ni ade me kai 80 nsa me ko 86 na anytime I remember na my hwea me ma be hey it's time bia be ko school anya kese kakra and then I go school ko ye kese go school aduane de doko ne gari ene emo once in a while na yama ye kokko you know no the special Thursdays and the mekai pa na yama ye jollof weekends ne ade nti my overall experience, I made very good friends who are friends till today, in business, in personal life. Most of the people are, you know, I am in circles. One more boy me, one more supporting me, one more pushing me. Most of them, my secondary school colleagues from Achimota School, and Swedru Secondary School.
Oh, those are,
yes, because Swedru from a 6th form.
Finally, I could feel this Swedru there.
Exactly.
For the first time, for the first time, I will feel a cry in terms of education after the we think crime.
Na me think crime, na me ko
Swedru.
By then, at least I was a little mature.
You know what one day? do so no ejefi
oh na fe I mean I had been 5 years in Achimota. My used to say, you know, my family trunk na me chop box na aduane kakra wo mu no na mesi mu na mama ko na me depending on dining hall aduane ne kakra wo me box mu and friends, the network of friends, and then the supervision of teachers. And by the time I do Swedro no, that was for my sis form. I was 16 years at the time. Now at that time na just say
you are matured.
My being.
What after Swedro ko him?
After Swedro actually, I didn't do too well. I was my sixth form, like my A levels. I tried to get admission for KNUST. And no, it didn't work out. But during that period, na my uncle who US now we're filing for US program CB and minyai until I went to the US.
Now I said yeah, two chedi okana do say na papa a lawyer ni na say you went through a normal process as you be from the aka so know about that about lifestyle yeah.
Oh, in fact, say most people are seeing more of now papa MP na you know be a minister. That be me papa be a MP. Me papa be a MP 1996.
So the first time then you ever but not just a question, but you ever papa.
Yes, but by 1996 and then I me born me bra ewo US cra. Now ka 1 year, 1997 na me worry. You know.
Right. So what do US for? After the way they what trash you?
Yeah. Yes.
Friends.
I've been on my own, my ejuma,
first time what playing. First time mama no papa will be ni ho. Because back when the wait na for car befi. We the work so buy and take you one day. Now could do Obi Maso. Obi Maso come kakra.
Actually, the first time I met two kwine was in 1994. Me ne me mama and a koi. Me mama first, me second mother. And on me koi. Ne me ko UK.
Oh, okay. Quantum.
And no, na nye bibi a me nko ana me twa sa kwine. That time na me sisters mpenifo 2, Millie ne Sylvia no more ho dada. Enti me ne omo ekotnae. Enti na me wo ho for I think almost 4 months with my sisters no. Enti me wie me holiday no. Na mbai me koye me ye adwuma, me koye cleaning ne you know the usual ukwa brochira you know yakoboti nwi ni ade koye all jobs e di pesca kakra near the air shopping near the aba nti me koye no bi nti I had that experience.
So 1996 so papa that means no papa a politician no ni so papa a politician
yeah
o papa person o ye full time politician oni mu di nkomo
there be because me yesusa time of starting politics also me papa politics nankasa na it has been in my family for a very long time. My grandfather na me papa no na ono na drive Kwame Nkrumah.
Hey, okay.
Enti omo kwa akoye omo rallies na me na onwan ne gramophone na omo de kasa no. You know, those times ni nyina na me papa di echi, me papa di okwa, me papa di echi. Inti ono de was starting politics na ache inti it wasn't anything different or new. E wo fie say that the year politics. But time I many ba so pa ni time no ne Dr. Safu Edu and time na Dr. Safu Edu pre so ba ye parliamentary candidates. Na me papa na ye campaign manager. Inti na omota abefi one ne ekọ na eba. Dr. Safu Edu kra no ye family doctor. Enti na politics ni wo fie nipa be fie mpenimfo a sisi omukuta oman ni nyina that time na omukọ na omba you know nti na ye fie ho de na ye bibia politics no was a normal thing nti me hu ne say bibia I say wa sha say ye bibi ye different na ye bibia na wo ho da
92 so the TS politics ni ma o papa 92 MPP for anko parliament 96 from 95-96 and papa here and so obey the first member of parliament for the constituency o papa yes obey MP now we abrochire and now we Ghana
me papa actually ran for
96
1992 there no oko or standing was Swedru.
Oh, okay.
Near MPP a boycott.
That was the first time I heard
that was
democracy.
the first one.
Yeah, Fourth Republic.
Yes. Now from ono narrations or kind nature say yehun say Swedru hono eya na nkrofo ne mpe Swedru fo no eya na omo pe wo mo efifi smaller towns no because for some reason if you big town na I say wo hu or something. Enti na one Esuman and now oye candidate for Ablekuma North. Now that time na year 96 no and onya appointment outside the country. Into onya sa appointment na afe gap abeda ha. And na mpenifo edebetu nanim say he should stand for Ablekuma North. It's na bibi a why baako dada you know 96 there no. No, yeah.
Or Parliament 97. That mean aware.
Well, yes,
so 97 aware.
Yes,
25 years.
Well, nipa me worry no with him.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you worry 1998.
Oh, okay.
Now 1997 no. That time in the US, no so bad US 1997 into your court, court aware for so that we can start our papers. But 1998, and a year if ye aware, and we ever can say ye worry.
Oh, and a few
yes.
Oh, Kafra. Where son. Oh, okay.
He was a very good man. Oh. He was a very, very good man. Nti minimsa nyame e de ne kresi. No no echi no so nyame ache me.
That's how go on any behind the scene. Go on and okay, so papa be MP 97. That means politics. Now we then after papa be a politician, full-time politics, member of parliament, MP back. First when you MP of
1994. And that be 1995 and I'm go US.
So like 98 now okay so and that is not back.
Yes.
But now papa is MP.
No.
So 98 no by now papa is MP.
Okay, 1994 me call just for 4 months and I buy.
But just 98 now be feed the first marry now ku fi now papa is.
Then you na you US.
Enti mo you US man you Ghana.
Okay. Ya Ghana na you.
Okay.
And you fie die no. Enti
na fie ni say
Matias, but your wedding ankasa de in 2002 and the near Bagana. But 1998 the any dear we did it in absence.
So papa MP wa ha. Na amu opposition then. For 96 no more opposition.
Yes.
Till 2001 on ba power.
Yes.
And you share ni munyambe minister.
Yes.
If so papa just say ko any minister no. Because net was saying now we US then.
Me back 2001 na. That time no my minister dada.
Okay.
Only me anka say ye be any minister. Time I want to say kind of move no
MP the minister de wanka.
Time I go election 2000 no na of frame because na ye na follow. You know, na hey, but by 2001, no, na appointments, announcements, there was a lot of rejoicing at home, and a friend.
Minister, minister. Your name is in
and then we called, and then he said, "Come home, come home, come, hey, come home." Saying, "I say, come home, come home." It's you and because now our some the businesses we all running already.
The law firm so
yes, and then the law business. Of course, I couldn't run the law business, but he had his private companies, the real estate company, not all running. Now, or say he wanted me to come and then take over the real estate company. See, me banana me kunsu say or no so ebeba Ghana. Nti ye nyina ye pack up na ye de ba Ghana.
We run over papa business.
Ye be run me
papa so O papa mo bra na o wari o so papa di. O nze ni papa e wa paki ni buru ni papa na ba so be run family business. No ba Ghana for so many years now ni Ghana. Like now back but we dey o ba Ghana nkasa. Na o papa ye osoafo. Na afi dey o kwa na papa nye osoafo no nye MP kra. Na wo be fi for the first time. We betena. Na decision no so papa me run business. Ba Ghana business running next.
Hey, business running need the na edin because na ye industry na menti ase na a new industry. And there were a few challenges. And I mean, so my background now, even though entrepreneurship, I was an entrepreneur because me running me travel business, and it was doing very well. And until now, of course, me papa say you come and run this company for us, but time me buy now. In fact, me I couldn't really run it well. I couldn't run it well because at that time, me can say the American environment of business, is completely different from the Ghana environment. Within 2 years, me started my company US I was doing very well. I had employees. I was, working for major companies. What's that?
No business we
Oh, some or whether they were running the company. So, in fact, they ran it for a very long time until internet taking over most of the travel businesses. A lot of agencies, a call from. But in fact, me buy not the way Ghanaians do business.
Ghana ni I say onye Ghana ni. I say what na why you run it.
Na fe ma wa be ya broche,
why ho
dadaba abroche dadaba environment in the environment, especially the real estate environment, land issues, legal issues in the I struggled a lot. Into a chain na me catch papa so. In fact, real estate environment in the I'm struggling with it, but I would want to establish a company with what I know, what I have been doing, what I know how to do best. I don't see why not. I mean, for him, if you want to do business, do what it is that you are comfortable with, which you'll be successful. So I started doing the two, together, and mine started picking up, and I did it for quite a while, and also collapsed though. I mean, I've had 3 failed businesses before the final one, which did very well.
The most important I may type and I hear my story. So say the okay sunya we had 3 business collapse here. And then they show quite still beside.
For me, it was an issue of that you have no choice. Because my orientation is entrepreneurship. I have always been an entrepreneur. Me wo US ni nyina na me running my company, and before that, it's always like that. I have hardly worked for people, even though I've had jobs. Me wo US me adwuma ansa na me started me amedi, but that was my orientation. If what I'm doing, I learned from it, and it wasn't that me jai and I'm a cotton baby and I'm saying okay, me start it. It was some things that evolved out of Niamey into me started, for instance, and na me GhanaOnline.com. And no, na me US na me de buy. It was part of my travel business. But me started no. And I mean, who say, for instance, ye need internet infrastructure, papa, ye need payment systems. We didn't have support, telephone support systems. You can just have, these are things, and now America dada. Na me ya, na man, easy. So I started thinking, so why don't I actually focus on some of these things? Because others also need it. And why do I have to focus? And I'm saying, okay, Sadia, I'll rather pick one of them. So I started working on my your friend is saying the IT business, which was my platinum technologies near the computers, but near training on the use of computers, and I provide the technical support for computers. and I provide phone call center support. Out of that, and I build another company called that one. No, the Ghana Online failed because we didn't have, a lot of infrastructure for
Then
e-commerce, because that was e-commerce. I was doing e-commerce in
so
2000.
then now
There wasn't infrastructure to support. And I'm a deba your friend saying Platinum Technologies, which and no started with computers, sale of computers, training of people, providing IT technical support. And I did that. I did quite well. Girl, and so were all my clients, insurance companies. I worked for so many companies. Even this university, near Wamadina, your friend is saying UPS. Now it's UPS Day.
Yeah.
At that time, it was just 3 small buildings, IPS. It was just 3 small buildings. Now you handle on IT, and then it has evolved into what it is. Into a year, and now after a while, and my mind was still on the e-commerce. It was something that always interested me. Into we started working on a payment system. At that time, also at the same time, I set up a call center, and I mean, I calls, for me, Itigo call center support services, and then the payment system. Now we were building all that in the background. Until that was the Platinum Technologies, and we actually developed the payment card for Goil. Goil Advantage card. That was my baby.
Hey! Wow. Let me per se, the man na me per se un say e dey na show nkran papa so u feel ba me ba. I for say wa join ya me name Honorable Sheila Bartels and a member of parliament for Ablekuma North Constituency. Ablekuma for there. I say Ablekuma North, Ablekuma South, Ablekuma Central, and Ablekuma West.
Yes.
MPP were two. And this is 2. So MPP for the end back on. So only me finish Sheila but fine woman papa member of parliament wa. I say in Ghana nipa semienu semiensa pe na minim say on papa run seat on person run ba ko dom kwabenya record friend say my koko engineer pe say okopre na we dey wa pray wi ni minim the other ones na minim one here say the papa here e be a vice president and as president vice president ni Ali Mahama Bana MP for Yendi and president
some na o kan say all of us we pick our father's names. I want to respond to that.
And Bakono, so the fourth person, Senator Rollins, our no so near Kwale Klote, on papa president. So far, I say, follow papa full steps. Minim say message is be about me say Bedu Castro say honorable because I say honorable ni momo ni man me tree. Bedu Costa say the momo ni man me tree. I say the momo and you are like his former member of parliament, Honorable Hussein Isa, and because we are friend and be can't enough. So some messages about.
Show this way. Now our first message is Joyce Amy. I say welcome and I well done mommy. And the second message comes from because I friend and you all kind of. I say, Kofi, please tell Honorable that I'm still waiting for my mom. By the way, I really like her. She's very good member of parliament, like my former MP.
Messages to Facebook.
God bless you, Honorable Sheila Bartels. Then we have another one coming from Destiny Mura. What's the best MP ever? God bless you. And then we have Farouk Tema, Miami Farouk Tema. What's the Honorable Papa Baba? May God bless you. Another one from Woody Costa. She was that she was that remember her about my mom again. And then Woody Costa again. What is it? But see, she was that about. If you remember her again, I'm telling you, she was that about. Even at the age of 11, she was at Achimota. That means she was that about. Then another one coming from Michael Staff and Tanka. Was it affable lady? May God bless you. Another one coming from Gifty Watson. Was it our hard-working MP, the mother for all, the good God continue to bless you for working hard for these people in this constituency, ABN. That is a big man of, right? Okay. Another one coming from Louis I. Great personality. You are honorable. May God bless you. Then Another one from side. Thumbs up. May God bless you. So that is all.
Yeah, honorable. Then they show I said the company boost to who you.
Oh, mommy responded.
Oh no, that question there, baby. Then they show say I didn't see because my story share share the shiny nipa na shares in the beginning and then they show important say my year back egu my me say egu na so person me doctor so nine.
I can't tell, but me my dream say me dear. It has always been like that with me. So me my dream say me bibia. It doesn't matter. Me sure the end game. Say by all means I have to get there. By all means obstacles will come in your way. But me funny say anytime no. The question is what are you learning from it rather than say obeka say o ma na oh there be. But what did I learn? What can I add? At the end, I said, me yeah, the next one, because failure is not an option. Like staying down is not an option. We have to keep going until we get to the final goal.
Oh, okay. The question na we maybe say na so me na me ba ho. Every ben na we so be politician. The didn't know we so be politician. Partisan politics.
Me politics, you know, my family say is out of the ministry work actually. My late husband na or a missionary.
Okay.
From 2002 thereabouts, no, Nana Sam Nyamefani currency, he would raise money, raise enyama, na yesimu na yakwakwa ya mission work. Na time bia we were looking for people to help and things to support. And your course wa ya kusiso ofimu. Ofimu no na I needed a way to continue the work na no. But na me mpese na say of course mo franso wo ho, me djuma wo ho, responsibilities wo ho. And I'm then I would want to focus on my own surroundings. Plus na microphobia titru one constituency no Kofi Entry and Haja Fati Seidu. For about 2 years now they used to come to me in my office and come and talk to me about politics. Emri bia no mo me. Omo ne me kan say me standing. Until 2018 no, when I was looking for something, I felt the connection. Say I should come. And do
Samra
this.
no worry.
That time na me ko film.
2018 na worry.
Na me ko film.
No
Na me
question now
single.
now you're single. So I find also be some question here ba. Worry no go super for you super for you.
There be na me you see na me do ni a battle some. Into what share it say Facebook profile no you na a battle some because na me late husband yes some.
Oh, okay. Into be MPs now worry. You say worry.
Say see my worry halfway, my half.
I didn't tell you super for you.
Well, so it's funny because my late husband no say me Bartels na Sam. Let me say oh me dini a Sheila Sam too short. Enye unique. I felt say I wanted something. I don't know. I like standing out.
At
that time, no, of course, me nim say everybody say. It was just an issue of I felt that the battle Sam was unique and it was nicer. And he agreed, say, okay, I should keep the battle. So I was always battle Sam. Nearby. Ofi no. Let's say.
What to be watching and Bartels to be a Bartels name. Oh, okay.
And Sam no feel Bartels.
Oh, okay.
But my Facebook near the
But say I have force a friend now. Wajeni amene the member of parliament for Ablekuma North, West House Committee member. The community to come back to oh, voter region committee member. West House omo ye adwuma. Omo West House a member MP and as a minister near Francis Asenso Bantama Boache.
Yes.
It
Minister Papa.
is some message. I mean, first message. Na the request is a message.
Okay, question number about relations. If we Alex Jack, people do who Sheila Bartels. She's making great impact. We are so proud of you, Sheila. God bless you. And then another one coming from James, Brad Kappa. Fantastic leadership with the achievements to back the tenure. You do all. The appellation keeps on coming.
I'm afraid I'm a member of parliament as a first member. Mom call parliament for free. I'm your politicians in back. I'm your MPP for me new. So far, greater I got you two. Sheila Bartels and Dakwa Newman. Dakwa Newman, I'm a member of parliament for Okanko South. Nani Papa, Honorable Mr. Victor Newman, one of the office of the president, and then Mammy Newman, office the first lady. So, we politicians, and I say me. More parliament, now more or my party, Juma, one as Sheila Bartels, Dakwa Newman, Farouk, our MP for Yendi, Muna Mufa, I am from Papa, Kwanso. Your others are more, I'm also fresh MP. We sit our parliament. We could do parliament. We the answer the fifth, so you swim in fifth January, like the night before 7th president swearing. We 6th January. Sarah na Jonah, you say we to buy parliament. The town ballot box near the Ghana. Now what's it?
Yes.
As a member of parliament.
Yes.
We do Papa Day.
Well, the experience was really overwhelming, exciting, strange, unbelievable. I don't know. It was a lot of different emotions because here you are, why excited, say you have become a member of parliament, and this is your swearing in night, the night of your, the inauguration of the parliament. How you have become a part of it. You are all dressed up and here ready to choose your speaker, and then suddenly all this drama is happening, and you are just sitting there like, what is going on? What is going on? And in as much as some information and some hints ahead of time, I think on our side, now your worry was more of to make sure, say, all of us were present, because we knew, say, it was very tight, 137, 138, and we were more interested in making sure, say, everybody was there, and we knew, say, the moment everybody is there, then we are all secure. And see the turn of events, what happened near day, and the aggression with which the NDC came. I mean, we know them as professional riggers of elections, and we knew some move, and at that point, what can be done? Now Carlos was just sitting 2 seats by me. I don't know what time he even disappeared.
And the funny thing is, shower, no, I can't. I see, no. Because voter region, I call voter region. Yes, voter region. West House, Carlos, a member of West Housing Committee. You call voter region, Carlos introduce you. I see, young Carlos, I him cry, and you call ballot boss. And it's not funny. I said, Carlos go water flow.
Because something needed to be done, because we could see, I felt that it was being rigged, and we just didn't expect what happened. But it was real interesting experience.
What the Ejuma for the count? Or my team member of parliament be Adeswa. Another bed in another constituency. No bad and net, and I'll be two or bad.
Yeah.
And also call 1 term. Now be two. Seat now a seat. Obaye we oko wenya mfi afe baako onya afe baako be mfi bosumi abeka be 1 year 6 months or 7
Yes.
because you are August 1 year 7
Yeah.
months and you it is saying
So far, I think, say, it's not an easy job for any MP. That one I know. And me so the fact to say yen sheda emma the office of an MP particular resources say yen fanye adwuma ye no, it's a source of worry. But the overall no, there is a good support system in Parliament to help the work of the MP. It's unfortunate to say, because of the expectations, MP, road, MP, OCC Adan, MP necessary, Otua me school fees, hospital bills, near there. And Emma, yen to me spending as much time the work of a legislator as we should, because MP adwuma no titiri ene say ye kwakoye mmra. But mmra no bibi a ehia a lot of research, a lot of commitment, a lot of time. But o constituency nso ehia wo. Say wo be yi say wo kwasra nkrofo hospital, say wo bu nkrofo, asem abeto obi, say wo kɔ ne ho. Enti no emma mmra a yenya e de ye the actual work of legislation no very 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 limited. Enti no overall ne de yemfa ne say God is helping. Enti no resources nso wo konkrofo ho a there are people who support us send ebe ya ye beboa your constituents here and there. Nti meka ne say overall it's good. It's good.
we are first like first term pressure because for parliament we are typical hanging parliament utikwa ya yakra na I say odeko first time it is say fan dem say usua the same
inside to say you are learning in the school of hard knocks where your man about parliament because
we're street parliament
emphasis one more last parliament you have 169
we know the seventh parliament for no.
Seventh parliament you have 169 people on the majority side and you are in power, so you have emergencies for family, you have issues here and there. You could take time and do those things because now there were enough people in parliament to do them. But say you don't have that luxury. As long as parliament is sitting, you have to be present. And we, of course, we say you're combining with the committee work and all the other things we have to focus on, plus constituency, Juma, plus Ifie as a woman, and your ministry work and all that. But God is our helper. God is our helper.
And then now about constituency here na anywhere. You say be constituency in years waba just unya mfie mienu mpo. And nkofo kan why are there Sheila Bartels aya there. Who say o papa ma we win election easy na. O constituency then na oba ya na eni ha o dia ba be kan. Now let's talk about your constituency.
Me kasa me papa influence na amwa dia no dia I would say said no. That is not it at all. My papa, when he was MP, he built very good relationships across board in the constituency. And when Jai constituency nimu in terms of supporting, from the time I know office so as MP in 2008, all the way up till now, he has been supporting in Crawford, share or Buan Crawford. There are so many programs, so many projects or constituency anymore. Amani din carry weight pa Ablekuma North. Enti meba no na of course coincidentally me now I'm just Bartels and Bartels but Kwame Naba there. It's like by default they expect a lot from you. Na enu nso nti meba ye no na expectations very 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 high. Now, one thing I said to myself was that there is nothing that I will start. Say, when I started as a candidate, maybe I MP, I will not continue.
So do you remember? I report I feel now what journey share my story show me ni honorable Sheila Bartels and one-on-one. Yeah, when me guest there. Ni papa is what to say ka Bartels no any Sheila Bartels ni a member of parliament for Ablekuma North Constituency on in the first term I'll be there. Ni papa ko be 2 terms parliament. Ni papa ko 3 terms from 96 to 2008 MPP fi abem. And ne papa ko 3 minutes ono so be ko 3 and I say ono so do be ko say and ne papa dey ne papa no a minister ne papa the minister ba ko pa no the different position.
Oh, a lot of different
Okay,
positions.
ebi ne dey
Or starting works and housing. Interior, information, tourism.
Committee no what so. Okay, yes a question my papa.
Okay, briefly, John Kofi you mentioned of Ajia. Is she the one that swept
Sami Crab?
Sami Crab and the rest from
No.
National Party.
No. We have we have our own Hajia Fati Seidu. Oh no, Hajia Fati Seidu.
Okay.
Yes, she is in Ablekuma North.
So honorable, say the okay no papa boa. E dey na buy na constituency no more like here. Buy wa buy. Na yen hwe the why your constituency then we look at then we look at your party, your government. Na me know where we as a mother that side. So buy dey no constituency here within 1.5 years because na MC no net so.
Yes.
So you know and there so oba no dey na ni here as a member of parliament wa bo man for na ma manya ankofo bi ni.
Yɛmfa ne sɛ nkita ho a yɛdi me started my campaign in late 2019 na me nya akwanya sɛ me ne constituency ne dodoɔ na ɛbɛkasa directly one-on-one ɛwɔ nea ehia wɔn mo as constituents na nneɛma mmienu titiriw paa ɛna nkurɔfoɔ no dodoɔ na kan sɛ ɔmo hia na edi kan no na mmebunu no ɛsɛ yɛhia adwuma na wohwɛ adwuma sɛm nso a it is a big problem ɛnyɛ bibi a ɛyɛ limited to Ablekuma North pɛ na yɛ bibi a the whole Ghana ɛyɛ very big problem a ɛyɛ campaigns nyinaa yɛyɛ no yɛhwɛ adwuma sɛm na me nso being an entrepreneur no now I know how to convert opportunities or problems into opportunities. And it was the key thing. Now me campaign message say I'm going to make sure say I assist the youth with jobs. Niato so mienu the economic empowerment of the women, especially those who are doing petty trading because we share your constituency hana. Dodoɔ na yɛ yɛmfa sɛ wɔn a ɛyɛ trading edwuma kakra wɔn incomes ɛyɛ low wɔn ni steady income ɛna wɔn edwuma no nso ɛyɛ a bebree na wɔn free sika na wɔn de kɔfa nneɛma tɔn nti na wɔn pɛ support a ɛbɛboa ama wɔn anya bibi ɛde ayɛ adwuma nti these are the two key things my constituency ɛde to m'anim sɛ in my first year I should make sure say I support those things. Of course, your roads are a very big problem. Your road infrastructure wa Ablekuma North is a very big problem. We share your municipal hospital, your hospital ewa ha. You were just one senior high school, Wesley Grammar School ewa ha. In terms of social infrastructure, here, and educational infrastructure, no, we are a little limited. Many MCE, we've worked very hard on 1 or 2 projects. Some of it is near completion. Municipal district hospital, it's ongoing, and only assembly, Juma Oye. And on that note, let me wish my MCE a very happy birthday. And now only 60 years.
Yeah.
It is a
Big
very
Big
big birthday in Ablekuma North. Chief, happy birthday. We love you so much.
Former constituency chairman.
Yes, he was a former constituency chairman, and he ran for the parliamentary primaries last. That was before
mobile power.
Yes,
mobile power.
Ansana, yeah, power. And he, in fact, he has been a fantastic, wonderful blessing to Ablekuma North, and especially
Bella.
to me. And now we celebrate you, Chief. We love you so much. And there are projects that we are working on together. A few roads have been done, a few roads have been allocated. Yet to me, quite a number of resurfacing. The Akuman areas, Sakamai areas, yet to me, it are some of the roads. Mr. program B of supporting senior high school, one more eco school, as part of Nana Akufo-Addo free SHS program. No, Enti Mofrani Co School, we do provision packs for them so that to support them. Mimi who say Ablekuma North Hano, because a lot of the parents, a low income, say what more with the kind of supporter a cushion or more, just like how your president or your free SHS program, no, a cushion or more from paying school fees. Into SS kaka kraka or mobotum. Into one so we ye enyama kakrasa na a cushion or more. Na ama enyama ye easier. Na parents no or so enya. It me save skaka kradia ye other things. And last year, and so apart from the free the school, one more eco school like some packages nema womono. A lot of university students, we paid fees for them. And then we did free extra classes for BEC. This year we couldn't do it, but last year we did the extra classes for the BEC for, and then we got them their math set tools, or multicultural, or more BEC. And then, of course, the usual support Ayedima Ahemfo, and the traditional leaders during their festivals. We did all of that. There is one key project that I'm working on. It's hit a glitch, but we are hoping that we'll be able to come out of that, which is the Center for One Way Pamadie to be able to get work to do. And it's a whole facility, 100, sewing machines. They come there and then they come and sew and they get paid for the work that they do, and they work for different companies. Baby, facility na little problem. Try see resolve it, but everything is ready for us to take off there. From last year, the key thing was to get as many of our people as possible employed. Me launch a grant scheme, and so Emma, the Emano, where every 3 months we raise 70,000 for them to trade. And also
okay. Menu baby, me who say na so both street like menu baby about side. Then we'll talk about the government. The last part, as a mother, we'll discuss about parents. The time I'm so bad, I think that maybe be 10 or 5 so 10 or
away from Jones the graph. Because kudos on all that you have done since you became MP for Ablekuma. What is your vision for the rest of your tenure? What can we expect from you as your constituents? What should we expect?
big question.
What can you expect from me? Well, so for me, I made specific promises based on the conversations I'm in constituency during my campaign to become the candidate, and then also general election. Nititru no wohwe general election na enkrofo na dodo na ebisa say brabina besiesie yakwan mayen Ablekuma North outside of the major connecting roads inside the township now the roads are very bad. Enti eno de eye bibia I have been committed to working towards minim penny for a year juma bebre minim MC ye di ho akoniaba yenim say before my term ends no quite a number of your roads no ebe ye ho adwuma na sani amekan ye no emebunu adwuma place finding placements for them any man no getting financial support and they are shase e bibi e koso dada enti they should expect to say ebeto aso the support aye the man for more health education it will continue ya ka see ebe see a party office say no nyame adom obi aba be ka land hu asem bi a kire ye investigate ahwese be yi a nti eno so ye yi a na che say your party office no and also will take off. And then the yene aban so working on a place obidiama also for AstroTurf. Inti also na ya no so. These are the things that I'm working on right now.
Constituency, I also a man crab won't quote me check out one of constituency check out who must say a constituency because of her who found a Ukankwe Central, a share boundary. Oba ni anya so
seven constituencies.
Okay. Onye minister in the government, but what bind was we MPP government na was so. A man for some money more than one. They can't be no yi ni na efim. A man for some money more than one. A man for say money more than general. A man for so asa say o man penin no onye reshuffle. Ena one kasa wo ti ho as a member of parliament we Ghana ni politics ni also who some money more than anything.
What's your question? Absolutely. And I know, sir, because me who say a lot of my constituents are struggling financially. Yeah, nipa bebre ba me nchen. Enya me moye den kwafo nto ade sike ni ho boa me. Nti I know. Right now, I have no mobile money because at every point in time, no, Obina was sending me momo. Send me down for you, Kai. Send me momo. Oh, okay. Send me echo sana eba. Okay. But on my wedding and na nyeme bi wo hono ma ye be say ye say these things are not important and I say oh you can't the same thing over and over but me can be say car ball na say ema wo na mu ebua fine when I need healing kra na say because of that wa be cripple will that ever go away because as long as you see say you are a cripple you know say you had an accident. Nah, but that is why I'm asking you, do you ever lose sight of the fact say that thing happened?
Oh, what
do I funny say? We had a banking crisis, we had challenges when we came in with debts. And then payments be an SCA. Na ye niska. Oh, no mobe kaya na ye de atete pa na ye di tu your mama den. Na niyama mu ye at that time anka ye ntu no. Say mu ya, you don't remove your president. Enti see ye kai see ye fi baby na ye buy. But ye buy no. Now we had a lot of ambitious projects. Me feel say, for me, in my standpoint as an entrepreneur, when you are given an opportunity to drive the economy, you have to make ambitious plans, especially where say, if in the next 10 years, I still have the majority of my population illiterate, it means in the next 20 years, we will continue in this vicious cycle. Say, me school, they come out and then they are unemployed. You have to make plans to make sure, say, in the next 20 years, no, you are not struggling with the same problem. Into some of the programs are buying the buy, you know, they were very expensive projects, very, very, very ambitious projects. But it was very necessary because of where we were. If we want to get out of it, it means so yeah, be different. We can't keep doing the same thing and expect a different result, especially when we've experienced it over and over. And of course, when you are doing certain things, you don't expect a double problem.
I'm for say about any reshuffle. Omanpeni so
Well, Omanpeni sits, no. Omanpeni understands the extent of only problems. Me baby me so me no. Me to me I can say yes, one or two people can be changed around. One or two people can be changed around. It will make a difference. I'm not going to be specific.
Especially go say obia say okofie pa by now. There are two people. I couldn't even reshuffle because he's the head of the financial committee, and I say on the head of economic committee.
I don't think he should be reshuffled either.
Vice president, I know you can't see, but the other person, man for four say, and so could you kwada kakra yebi.
Maybe people say no. The people I feel should be removed. I mean, should
be reshuffled.
I think should be reshuffled. I think there are people who have presidential ambition. They should step aside and focus on their ambition and allow people who can focus on the job to come in.
That means you can make minister.
Yes.
And trade minister.
Yes.
But the vice president also have presidential ambition.
Yes, but he's focusing on his work. He's not campaigning. Oh, but the point I'm making is that there are people who have been given
who blog I know what say Sheila Bartels say we should reshuffle a great minister.
Well, I'm saying that they should, because they've started campaigning, putting up billboards, and organizing walks and
present friend. It's a present friend. A great minister is a present friend.
Fine, but that is the point. If you let me finish making my point, I'm saying, allow these people to go and focus on their campaign since they believe they have started campaigning. The vice president does not have a specific your friend is saying positioner. Your friend say, I'm in charge of trade, I'm in charge of this, I'm in charge of that. He is doing his work. What am I saying? But then the others who have started campaigning, putting up boards, doing this and that, if they feel that they are ready to do their campaigning, they should go and focus on their campaigning.
This leads me to my next question.
So that it will allow others to.
This leads me to my last question, maybe in terms of your party. Saturday, Ablekuma say, do me so work.
Was that necessary?
Hosting Adoye, your parliamentary, your parliamentary, because for your party, your parliamentary candidate for is it Pom Katamanso hosting hosting Ahovi Adoye. Asemu party no. Lala sune. Your tribe do or what, and I think go omu position here say omu there face position. No, I say Manchester United or
what would Chairman say? I think let's be honest, that's not actually what he said. Or that is not the import of what he was saying. Niano can say Emri biano obia obebe biano dombo kaho. Obia obebe bia dombo kaho.
It's about me
people say. Well, it's what who say it is something we have created to represent people of the northern origin. To say one way southern side, one way middle belt, one way middle belt near down kwapo, one way southern belt ebuzia for, one way northern belt dombo, and causing a whole lot of confusion. But I subscribe to the point that we should focus on the MPP being a tradition that promotes unity. But we all know, we have Evers, we have Northerners, we have, Ashantis, we have Gans, and all of that. And they have held positions in the party. And if at this time, listen to me very well, we need somebody who is going to drive economic prosperity in Ghana. We need somebody he has the ability to lead this party in a way say he has the ability to drive economic prosperity in Ghana. It is not the time for Muslim, Ashanti, and all of that's not what we need as a country. We need somebody who will lead us into economic prosperity. And we all know who that person is.
Oh, your mother.
And that's what we have to focus on.
Yeah, no, me know we as a mother. Oh, your mother. Our mommy and son, if my memory serves me right.
Me my 4.
4, okay. And then I'll be the level of young women. Let me because I'm more and a lot of young women because I'm saying yeah, a final year student after armed robbery. As a mother, who say name social media anywhere, at the end as a parent, said the say.
Mijini says social media, no, it is just bringing out a lot of things that have been happening for a very long time. So, niyama nyina esi niyama bebre wo ho asese ayese ehun enwa na niyama ni nyina na ekoso dada, but because social media no a platform ama esese the information aba into ama you know up to the minute no bibi ebesi bia no ama yehu. All I'm saying is that as say yema ye law agencies ni ye adwuma, as I say ye social structures, social protection structures ye adwuma. Ebi wo hono out of frustration na sa na me etumi si. Ebi wo hono poverty, extreme poverty. Say ye hihye na ye nhwe the most vulnerable in society. Ye make sure say ye niama ye no e protect especially emofra. Send ye be omo nso benye nidaso. If we don't do those things now, these things are bound to happen at any point in time. Well, as a mother, I'm always thinking of how not only my children, but me, I'm a mother to a whole constituency. And see, how does my next child, you know, ensure that also will be able to realize their own dreams and their own future in an environment where they feel that Bibia Abayani Bayeno also have equal opportunities in it. And I think that is what we as parliamentarians will always fight for and ensure, even yedi attempt debia, but walk into parliament, you see the resolve of MPs to make sure, say, we contribute a quota to making sure, say, Ghana is a prosperous country.
But I say, I had a dig media and see the mini dig media honorable Sheila Bartels, honorable Kwamina Bartels by Sheila, MP for Ablekuma North Constituency. One of the mother with 4 children, and on our constituency in the first time MP this 8th Republic, 8th Parliament, you know, and the 4th Republic, you know, on any guest and into the Hannah did you made in ABC, Mamenda production team, say, John, I know the man of the duty war field, then I man Joe. Okay, one message, Abba.
With Alex Jambo. It's a fantastic belief you don't know. The fact that there is hardship in the country doesn't mean the government is failed. The government is still struggling to live above the negative impact of COVID-19 on our economy, and we shall overcome it safe surely. Ghanaians should exercise little patience. So that is
patient. Patient. That I have for my mentor production team as Emmanuel Boateng and the graphic designer and Richard Kuju and technical advisor and Kojo Nyantechi production team. Then my own wife, Mrs. Rita Kuchamantin, Mrs. Chamantin, assistant producer to the show. Me and me do with a friend who feature my team. Nyame adoma Friday me guest municipal chief executive la Quantana honorable Dede ono na me guest nyame adoma Friday 12 o'clock until the Christo Ama Friday we be bye bye.